Graham Crawley with Talkback on BBC Radio Ulster.
Welcome back. Just turning 7 minutes past 1. There's a bit of a row going on about an AI-generated song. That means a song that's entirely generated by artificial intelligence. It's made here in Northern Ireland, and it's been getting some airplay on some of our local radio stations this week, in fact. But not everybody in the music community here in Northern Ireland is actually happy about this, and I'll tell you why if you haven't worked that out already in a second. But let's give you a snatch of the song. It's by an artist known as Rocky B, and the song is called I Grew Up in Northern Ireland.
I grew up in Northern Ireland, where the wind cuts through your bones, where the pubs stay loud till morning, and nobody walks alone, where the stories live forever, in every field, in every song, no matter where.
That could be a future Eurovision entry. That song is ticking all my Swedish boxes for Eurovision. What do you think of the song, first of all? And what do you think of a possible future that we're walking into right now where you get a lot more of that? That is, the AI wrote the lyrics, wrote the music. There's no real instruments there. It's all generated by artificial intelligence. Maybe you're one of those people who think, I don't care. As long as I like the song, I don't care. Or maybe you're like some of the people in our music community are saying, I kind of care, because human beings matter and human creativity matters as well. And where do you think you got that song from, except a splicing together of the human creativity that's already out there? 03030 80 55 55. We'll take your text on 81771. Verity Clark is with us, bassist in the heavy rock band Anya. You were part of our After One on a Friday when we were talking about heavy metal music. It's good to see you back. Brian Henry Martin, the critic and filmmaker, is here. Most of what you do nowadays isn't all it is. No, it's not. And Kevin Curran, Professor of Cybersecurity at Ulster University. Let's go straight to you, actually, because you're a bit of a fan of AI music.
Very much. I've just seen the majority of songs I've been adding to my Apple playlist have been AI generated for the last 6 months as well, and that there is so much better than any of the Eurovision entries this year. You know, that song there is like an earworm. It's actually very catchy.
Oh, go on, sing that. See if you can remember it. Sing us the first line.
Yeah, is it memorable?
I was born in Northern.
I was born in Northern Ireland. I'm being corrected. Apparently, Rocky B wrote the lyrics, but everything else is AI generated. What do you think of it, Verity?
I think it does feel like it is AI generated. I don't feel like there's much soul to that. I think it can be quite obvious with AI music that it's just been spliced together. It's just organised information and data imitating music. It's not. I wouldn't say that's real music at all. I wouldn't say AI music actually exists. I'd say it's just binary code put together to imitate art and music.
How do we get them, Kevin? How are these songs constructed technically?
It's obviously machine learning, is diffusion model, but it still ultimately is doing what AI does when you go to ChatGPT. It is simply predicting the next word, the next token, apart from, in this case, rather than a word, it's predicting the next note. Because it's been trained on millions of songs, and it knows where what the next. It just it's understood in memory or melodies.
So it's worked out. For example, we humans like key changes. There's a key change in the middle, and that's
very much. Yeah. Now at the moment they still struggle a bit beyond 3 minutes generally with a bridge, chorus, verse, whatever else. But they're like everything else. They're just improving all the time. But
and it's not, as I said, it's not just music. This is just one example. We also have the example of Martin Scorsese, the film director, very famous film director, who's now sitting on the board of an AI company, and he's revealed that he is using AI to generate storyboards. Now, he says he's always used storyboards that he knocked together himself over the years, but this has really, really irritated the artists who make a living out of drawing storyboards. Martin Scorsese's comments have annoyed them intensely. Brian, what do you think?
I think it's quite shocking.
Shocking.
Marty, what are you
What are you
doing?
doing, Marty?
Marty was the bastion of film. You know, he was, he had restored thousands of films.
Yeah.
He's the great director. He's the great soul and spirit of cinema. And somehow he has decided that to use this AI kind of generated storyboard, instead of using a human being, I think the whole connection with art is through human beings.
Oh, Brian.
And I just think for a storyboard artist to lose their job, to lose their profession, to lose their skill, to lose their art, if Marty can't communicate to another person his idea, because that's what he says.
Do you think in the Pixar studios, they're all sitting around painting in watercolours?
They may or may not be, but in this instance with Marty Scorsese, I do just think that in a way, he to me represented the very soul of cinema. So the fact that he is now happy to use AI instead of a human being, where does that end, William? We won't need actors. We won't need voices. We won't need music. We won't need anything.
You may have those options.
Why not just create it all in your own head, Marty, and it'll all come out in a computer, and you don't need anybody?
But let's not be Luddite about this. The history of filmmaking, as you know better than I do, Brian, is also the history of technological change, and the incorporation of these technological changes has happened decade after decade, and Martin Scorsese's been part of that.
That's true, but my concern, William, is it about creativity or is it about saving time for the purpose of making money?
Is this the end of human creativity, Kevin?
Oh, not the end. It's just the way that it's delivered. Because AI does shorten the process for even the storyboards, like you're saying there, for pre-production and post-production as well. But it has to be guided by a human. What it does do, it democratizes filmmaking. It enables someone, like, for instance, we've been saying for 100 years that the movie is never as good as the book. But of course, the author is just someone who writes, but they wouldn't know how to make a film. But now you actually have that potential because you can get rid of so many middlemen within the process and keep your vision alive.
By words like getting rid of them isn't exactly making the argument.
You see.
But my heart does break for the creative industries. And it's funny because when we talked about AI, we thought that would be the last to go.
But I mean, I wasn't joking when I said about the early Disney guys sitting around doing watercolors and then turning this into animation. No, well, we don't really do that. Mostly we don't do that anymore. We use computers for animation. We use computers for CGI. When was that controversial?
I think it's always been controversial to one level. I think on one level, I think it's a tool in the toolbox, and if that's all it kind of remains, that's fine.
At the minute, that's all it is.
But that's what it should remain as.
But the great replacement may be coming.
But once it becomes everything, once it becomes the box itself, then we're in big trouble, I think.
And when we look at music, I mean, I remember 10, 15 years ago, friends of mine, Verity, who had a keyboard attached to desktops and laptops and whatever, they couldn't read music and they were writing music. They were using computer-aided technology to lay down tracks and a bass line and put it all together, and then they hit a button and it would turn it into a score so that somebody else could read it. That's not cheating, is it?
No, it's not cheating. That is when you're actually using a tool at your disposal to help.
What's the difference here?
The difference is AI music has no human direction. Like, it may have direction of lyrics and everything like that, but when I write music, when my friends write music, it's all coming from a place of experience, of emotion, of desire, of love, all of these human things that make up music. And AI does not have that. AI can't replicate emotions. Like,
it's a human being prompting various things to happen.
At this point,
and when they don't like them, different iterations happen, and it's a technology human interaction collaboration that gets you the final product, isn't it?
At this point, yeah, but I don't think that will be the case in 5 years. I think if we keep training this AI to know how to do it, there'll become a time when AI can do it all by itself.
I fear, I'm going to ask him anyway, but I fear Kevin may agree with you.
The
humans on the way out.
Yes, it's hard to defend it, but
I feel like I should just give up my career now, should I?
No, you can do. I rest my case.
Actually, in the future, they predict that people will crave live experiences.
Exactly.
They will crave being in audiences as well. So that's not going to go anywhere. And
that may be good for artists.
For so long, anyway, anyone in the music industry knows that the labels are the ones who make money. It's very hard for an artist. And the way artists at the moment, apart from the top 1%, make money is from recording or going on tour whatever.
Yeah,
else.
it's going to be even harder though if AI music is going to take the places of small musicians.
Stephen Lisburn here says, William, music throughout time has been recycled and remastered. This is another form. Every time we listen to know is mostly... Everything we listen to now, sorry, there's a K on that. Sorry, please, Steve, don't put K's in front of now, is mostly recycled from decades like the 80s and 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
Fact is, there's only so many notes, lyrics, and harmonies, and I think we probably have exhausted all the brand new arrangements. Yeah, of course, and that's true of novel writing. Everybody has a past in what they've read, but you can still get originality, even though there's a history behind what you've written. Joe says, I'm a musician and a songwriter, and I've tried my best to try not to be a dinosaur when it comes to AI and the arts. However, I feel that Northern Ireland's radio and TV industry, I think you mean there, and all the media should stand up against AI music and allow our authentic creators to be heard rather than this AI slop. Here's Jimmy, also in Belfast. Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy's not there.
Hello?
You there, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, actually...
Excuse me, it's Johnny. I
always
can't
come
read. I
on.
need my glasses. Go ahead, Johnny.
Well, it's okay. You can call me Jimmy today if you want, by the way. Okay?
Come on, Jimmy, go on.
Yeah. Well, look, first of all, I love the sentiments of the song, okay? It's lyrically very positive, which is a good thing in these tough times.
Oh.
But the song itself is truly soulless. It's truly awful. I mean, humanity and writers create emotions and poetry, and if you take something like a song like The Villagers...
Come on, this is not trying to be Tchaikovsky. Yeah, I could play you hundreds of number one songs that are popular still, that are soulless. I mean, who wrote Ole, 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 Ole?
Yeah.
Where's, what, oh, AI could do that.
Well, William, I totally agree. My next point was humans have created plenty of soulless music.
Yeah.
And you take somebody like Connor from The Villagers, who writes a song like 27 Strangers or Hot Scary Summer or My Lighthouse, and you feel the human connection, the kind of the sense of loss and wonder. Then, if AI ever gives us songs like that, we're in trouble, because the machines will have a soul. And if they have a soul, we are in big, big trouble, even more trouble. Okay?
Artificial souls.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Johnny.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the next stage of materialism, I guess. But Kevin, you love AI songs. You've been discovering and playing with them. Can you give us an example of one that you like from your phone?
Yeah, this is impressive.
Killing noise in the network. Too much signal in the air.
It's scraping Bob Marley.
Turn the mobile.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not saying it's as good as Bob Marley. I'm saying that AI has been listening to Bob Marley.
Stories older than alright.
Been smoking something, that's for sure.
It's smoking. Your phone's smoking.
Keep it simple, keep it steady.
Keep it simple.
I think, yeah,
He loves it. Look at his big smile on his face.
yeah.
He's loving it.
At least someone does in this room. I think the fact that
How is that offered to you? What's that called, that song?
Praz, Live Your Spirit. And of course, if you go to Google them, you find that it's AI generated.
And it's labelled as AI.
It is.
At
yeah,
least
Apple Music.
that's something, isn't
that
it?
is
If it
something.
is labelled.
It is good that they can disclaim that. Personally, I can tell that is AI. I mean, there's some people that can't, and I think a big part of that is deception. I think people don't like if they're being deceived by something.
Yeah.
But that's supposed to be a reggae song, and reggae music is completely opposite to AI and everything that it stands for.
You think you could have worked that out? That was AI.
Yeah.
Well, I can't test that.
To be fair, I mean, I grew up.
But what if I
around
were to
music
play
and-
you a song, and you thought that's great, I love that, and you'd be going around for a week telling people, you got to hear this, and then I tell you, Verity. A week later, I say, Verity, that's AI generated.
I mean, yes.
Could happen. couldn't it?
Hypothetically, yes, but also realistically, I don't think that would happen.
Let's just think. I don't know why you say that, because I've seen lots of various tests of people who cannot tell the difference in AI, and I've been one of them. Cannot tell the difference in AI and lots of things. And I wonder, aesthetically, does it matter to you? Do you stop loving the song you've been singing all week?
Yeah.
Because you found that out.
Yeah.
Why?
There's a multitude of reasons. First of all, I think we're kind of overlooking the fact that this goes beyond personal preference. AI, the use of AI and how these companies are doing it is very environmentally damaging. There's a lot of data centers around.
No, I get that.
That are like.
That's
it's
the problem with AI more generally,
Yeah.
though, not the creative points so much.
Yes, yeah, but it all ties into the fact that this is why a lot of people don't like this kind of thing.
Same point to Brian. Look, we had a Dispatches on Channel 4 last year, a documentary about AI, a very good documentary. Lots of people said, great documentary. In the last few seconds of the documentary, the presenter, who's been on screen the whole time interviewing people, reveals that she was, in fact, entirely AI. Now, if you watched a film, and a new film, and you loved it, and then you discover later one of the characters who pops up in 3/4 of the scenes of the film is AI generated entirely, would it matter to you?
Would it matter? I think it would matter, but I think as well what Verity is saying.
How would it matter?
I think there's something soulless. I think AI is artificial, but is it intelligent? Because that song didn't sound intelligent that we listened to
Most
earlier.
human songs don't sound intelligent.
But here's the thing, William. AI will tell you what you want to hear. It's very pleasing. It's very positive.
That's true.
Creativity is about hardship and struggle and toil and emotion and all that. None of that is in any
A lot
of
of arty
that.
people will tell you what you want to hear too.
Yeah,
darling.
but I don't know if you can create great art through that process, William.
We don't know
of
yet.
AI. We don't know yet. But what I do know is cinema has given us a warning from history, not just Terminator, not just Westworld, but think of 2001. Think of I'm sorry, Dave. No. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I want to ask you a philosophical question. Are you saying, both of you, with this coded language of souls, and let's not get into the existence of souls debate, but are you saying that creativity and art must be human? There can be no non-human art?
Well, chimpanzees created art.
So you're not saying that?
But is it art? Is it art created by chimpanzees? Nobody put that in the Louvre beside Leonardo da Vinci.
Non-human art?
I'm not sure, actually. I think yes, but also we don't know with these species what they're doing this for. You know, I think like dolphins communicate with things that sound like music. Each species has their own way of communicating.
Well,
humans, for example, music has been a communication tool since the dawn of humans. Since
True, but
since
it
we
doesn't
started.
have to be just that, right? There is a thing called found art, where artists find artifacts in the world thrown together by nature, lift that space, put it in an art gallery, people pay to go and have a look at it. Is that art?
But that is
no human being produced it.
But that's what we perceive as art. You know, that's art to us.
Probably because we put it in a gallery. Here's Mike in Carrickfergus. Hey, Mike.
Can you hear me all right? I'm having Bluetooth.
Oh, we can.
You need to upgrade your
The
AI.
AI to sort it out for me or something.
Yeah. Go ahead, we can hear you, Mike.
I'm a musician. My name's Mike Wildar. I've been playing gigs and touring a wee bit for many, many years, you know. But I've been writing an album for the last over a decade with my co-writer Dave, and we're about to release it. But the thing is, you know, every time I go on Facebook and these songs, it knows the sort of music I like, and it plays me these songs.
Yeah.
And it's getting harder and harder to tell the difference between what's real and what's not real. You know, and I just feel like for musicians that have put the work in and are so passionate about what they do, this is the beginning. It sort of feels like the beginning of the end, you know. And you know, it's very upsetting for people that are really passionate about what they do. I mean, I don't think gigs, if you know what I mean.
Hasn't it, Mike? Hasn't it always been the case? Hasn't it always been the case that creative people are looking sideways at other creative people, and there are competitors, whether you're a novelist or a filmmaker or a songwriter? There are always competitors, and the fact that you have some near competitors can nudge you forward to work harder, be more energetic, to be more creative. If AI forms a new competitor, that doesn't mean you're finished as a human artist. It means that you have company.
I know, but when you're trying to make a living at it and, you know, get out and do it, you know...
They swamp the market.
They swamp the market.
It's a financial argument.
Yeah.
All right, all this talk about creativity is really a financial argument.
No, but I'm just saying, for people who are trying to earn a living, whether you're a voice actor or a storyboard artist or you're a musician, how do you compete with this when it's just a blanket of sound and vision? And
be better.
And it's free.
Be better. Get better ideas.
It takes 10 years to write a really good album for some people. Some people can do it quite quickly, but AI can do it in a matter of minutes.
Whether it's really good, I don't know.
Are ridiculous.
Thank you very much, Mike. I'm not sure how good the albums would be. Have you heard a whole album generated by AI?
Oh, Basically, yeah. There's Strumlin. I have 6 of their songs in my playlist. But I understand the thing. I had to overcome the fact that these were AI generated because I wanted them to be an artist that I could love and go and see in concert. But I've got over that because if something takes me away from myself, when I'm listening to a song, I shouldn't be listening to dreaming about the band. I should be thinking about my life and, my hopes and future, past loves, future loves and all that. Yeah. So I've got to, so there is a thing there, but it's not as if the previous world was perfect. For instance, Pink Floyd is one of my favourite bands of all time, like half the North. But of late, I find it hard to listen to other songs because Roger Waters does my head in. So that, so there's a Schumann ruining it for me.
Yeah, I'm the same with Morrissey. Here's Brian in Oma. Hey, Brian.
Oh. Hey, William. How are you?
Good.
I'm listening to your discussion there, and it's very, very interesting. Now, one of the things that I listened to during the week was a AI version of Billie Jean done in an Irish traditional style.
Oh. Yeah.
Now, it sounds ridiculous, but to me,
have we got it? Can we get it?
It actually tells the story much better. It tells the story of Billie Jean much better.
I've got to hear this.
There's more feeling in it.
It's an Irish trad version of Billie Jean.
Gosh.
Yeah. Try it out.
Micheál Jackson, yeah.
Seriously? I made that up. By Micheál Jackson. Micheál O. Jackson. Mac Jackson.
Oh, Mac and Jack.
Mac Jackson.
Oh, let's go
Mac
there.
Jackson. Mac Jackson.
Check it out, William. It's fantastic.
I'm going to. I'm absolutely going to. Thank you very much for the recommendation. So ultimately, it's about money. It's about being replaced. It's an economic argument against, rather than a creative argument or a metaphysical one about soullessness, right? I mean, we often hear that people saying that AI writing is so detectable because it seems to have no emotional intelligence and no emotional depth. But that'll come, won't it? That'll come.
To a certain extent, yes. I think it's not just an economical thing. It's not just a creative thing. It's like, in general, music has such an integral part of human life. And I feel like as soon as we let AI have its foot in the door there, we can't go back. We're going to have to keep fighting harder.
I think
and harder.
you're onto it. This is the most important question raised by the AI revolution: is what are we for, human beings?
Go and see live music. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Go and see musicians.
Yeah.
Go
in
see
the
that
room,
ABBA
playing
concert.
live.
I've got a
See
couple
ABBA
of
in
gigs
London.
No.
The holograms on the stage.
You see what I'm saying?
Would you like to see it?
No.
I'd love to see it.
The live music industry's dying anyway. We don't need this,
Oh, hang on. We're going to play out with this. Is this it? Thank you all very much. Here's Billie Jean, the Irish traditional version.
Oh my.
Oh, I like it. Do you not like it? Kevin, you love it.
It's nice, yeah.
It's all right.
It's bad.
It's not. Really?
It's a Micheál Jackson bad.
Guys, thank you very much. Up next, that's your lot from us. Up next is an AI-generated version of Hugo Duncan taking over the airwaves right now.